Hi there everybody. Today I've got a question for you. There's something that's recently come to my attention that maybe you can clear up for me because I'm just confused. Apparently tea drinking has become a goth thing now. Why? And when did this start and how did it start? Because here in New Zealand everybody drinks tea. It's just a really normal, boring thing that everyone does, every day, all the time. Elderly people and even children. In fact, there was even recently bell tea made, a children's one that was like all strawberry or banana flavoured or toffee apple. Cute flavours for children. The South Island here is dotted with tea rooms and cafes also. But anyway, so I've just noticed. I thought I would like someone to clear this up for me, and I've got a few things I would like to clear up with perhaps a few others. So yeah, I think this question's been posed to other people. When did this become a thing, and why, and how, and and one of the answers that was received was, oh yes, it's totally a thing, but we drink it black. I don't know if I had a theory about that. Tea without milk. I think some people like it that way, but generally you drink tea with milk. I think tea without milk is pretty disgusting, but that's just my preference. I also think tea with sugar is a travesty, but probably most people have to take it with sugar. I was wondering if it's because people have seen, black tea, and that doesn't mean you drink it black. There's black tea, white tea, green tea, yellow tea, and then there's infusions and herbals and tisanes and so much more. It's a big world of wonderful things. But black tea doesn't generally mean that it's drunk black. And I kind of wonder, is that a good thing because it's black? But black tea, have it with milk, yeah? So yeah, black tea by itself is quite bitter. I've actually seen quite a few videos of people on YouTube with their little gothic tea videos and saying, yeah, here's today I'm drinking a raspberry tea or whatever. Well, first of all, and I'm sorry, but if it's clear and fruity or herbal, it's not technically tea. It's an infusion or a tisane. Real teas are black, like I said, black tea, white tea, yellow tea, green tea. I saw one of those goth confession things that was people judged me for not liking tea, which was weird. I thought, why would you do that to somebody? If drinking actual tea is such a quintessentially goth thing and so important to being cool now or something. I mean, really, if you really object to the taste of tea, first of all, try it with milk. But you can get, there's all kinds of flavoured black teas you can get, yeah. This is just Dilmah Rose and Vanilla, and it's one of my favourites. I think it's lovely. There's a huge amount of things you can get, just about any flavour you can poke the stick at, whether you prefer spicy things or sweet things or whatever, but that is just flavoured black tea. You can also get flavoured white tea, and those are actually teas and not infusions or tisanes. I think it's really a culturally different thing. I think this whole tea being a goth thing, surely it must be an American thing, because I've always understood that, or what I've always been told is that you couldn't get tea in America. That if you ordered it, you'd be given iced tea, which is sort of something else. And if you wanted, English breakfast or whatever, you ask for hot tea, and which is very hard to come by. I understand that's changing now, and you're able to get Twinings there, and other things, which is really good, which has made me less afraid of visiting the States. Yeah, here in New Zealand, the tea section in the supermarket is about as big as the coffee section. It's just really normal and not that special. I wonder if it's become cool because there's this whole kind of ritual that surrounds it, and it's sort of associated as with being a very civilized thing, very sophisticated, and of course you can get all the little fancy doodads that go along with it, like sugar bowls and pretty teapots and things. I also kind of blame the likes of Emily Autumn for making tea cool, because, I don't know, posing with tea bags. Ooh. I thought why not? Since we're on the subject, maybe I'll tell you what my favourites are and show you my teapots, because why not? I have this teapot, which is not very exciting, it's just plain, but it's good because it comes with its own little infusey thingy on the inside, and it's the second one of these I've had because I had one for years exactly like it, and I lost it. And I don't really know how you lose a thing like that, but I did. This one's a little bit posher that my mother has just sent me out for Christmas, and it's very pretty. And I think for special occasions, if I'm not making a whole pot, for loose leaves, this sort of affair, one of these little balls. My fiance just brought me back from his trip to Australia, this really trendy, little infuser doodad. So some of my favourite teas. I haven't got all my favourites with me at the moment, but I guess, like I said, the thing everybody drinks all the time in New Zealand, everywhere, constantly, forever, is just plain black tea, which is fondly known in this country as gumboot tea. Here's a South Island classic, tiger tea, loosely. But I mean, I like Twining's English breakfast is what I generally just go for. I also like Twining's Lady Grey. Earl Grey for me is more of an every now and then thing. I'll get it if I'm going to a cafe or something, but otherwise not really. Green tea. Yes, no, it's not really for everybody. I remember my first time drinking green tea was in Japan, and I was 12, and I was given it, and I drank the whole thing out of politeness, but I was like, bleh. So it's not really for me, but very full of antioxidants. Fortunately these days you can now get green tea with all kinds of flavours in it, or at least here you can. So this is like berry flavoured green tea. You can get like, orange. I've got blueberry as well. I'm a big fan of red bush tea. Really nice and sweet and sort of vanilla-ish, and caffeine free, so it's sort of good to have before bed or in the evening when you don't want to be woken up. But personally, I don't like coffee. Like I don't like the taste of coffee. I really want to like coffee. I've been trying to make myself like coffee, and I'll drink like coffee and chocolate, but I would just sort of have to choke it back. Look, I've always been very big on energy drinks, everyday energy drinks, and they're so bad for you. So much sugar. So I thought I'd try and, switch to coffee because it's got that much caffeine in it, but coffee. But yeah, I guess if someone could clear that up for me, I don't know, it's just all of a sudden tea is a good thing. Why? According to who? Will you be judged if you don't like tea? Maybe it's to do with Alice in Wonderland or something? I don't know. Yeah, so if somebody could please clear that up for me and sort of, I don't know, a bit more information would be nice as to which parts of the world is it a thing? When did it start becoming a thing? Why do you think it started? Also remember, if you were unaware previously, that black tea, white tea, green tea, yellow tea, actually tea, whereas herbal teas and fruit teas, not actually tea, infusions, or tisans. Well, I think that's all I have to say. Hopefully this mystery will be solved for me. Bye!